Welcome to Detroit, Michigan. Ford Field, as we have a couple of teams colliding here in Motown, hoping to hit the right notes and walk away with a victory in the Quick Lane Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Just into the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. So Wisconsin's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs, too. Darren Bevel back in my day. Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Offense set on first down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. Strikes the blow. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes the connection. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15+ extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Rams offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Rams will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Person. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've methodically worked it down the field. This is the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease, it's Bateman. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd down, going up top. Still looking on the move. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Badgers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. And he'll be ushered out of bounds at the 3.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Got it! They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Here comes the option. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On second down, just keeps firing. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rams will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Badgers want to move quickly. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he missed it. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The run from the shotgun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. 2 quarters down in the Quick Lane Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here in the bowl season, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses. And Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Quick Lane Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on third down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rams will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Nifty little dance step. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Run it with the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep on the run. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Person. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle was finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. He leaves it with his back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger! Offense gets the job done again. You want want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. We should have ran a better route.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Throws for the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Badgers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. Yeah. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Line getting set on second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Running out the clock.